Welcome back to Bravo Breaking News. I am your host, Kim, aka Bravo Breaking News on Instagram, and I am back today with even more details about the explosive Vanderpump Rules finale filming. Yes, if you watched my video yesterday, we covered the fight heard around the world. I'm sure you guys have seen it all over social media if you didn't see it in my video yesterday, but a mystery man seemingly attacks Tom Sandoval or the people around him during the finale filming. But we've gotten even more details about who this man is and what exactly went down at the event. So I'm going to get into it all, but before I do, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any Bravo breaking news. So ever since yesterday, I have been so confused as to why this fight even broke out in the first place. So this guy who's supposedly named Justin, causes this major scene during the finale, but no one seems to know why. Until now, because Tom Sandoval's ride or die BFF, Billie Lee, has come out and set the record straight as to what went down that night.
Okay, can we talk about last night? So this dude in the video, right when I walked in, I was going to the bar to meet Tom, and this guy came running at me and he was like, "Oh my God, Billie, I know you."
She is saying that supposedly this man had come up to her during filming and kind of started talking to her and saying things that he knew about her that most of the public doesn't know, like where she's from, her last name, and she kind of started to get a creepy vibe off of him.
I'm not even going to tell you, but he knew things about me that is not public. So I immediately got uncomfortable.
She says that she is basically very skeptical because she's had stalkers in the past that have kind of, followed her and made her feel uncomfortable. So he was definitely giving off those vibes. She then describes that hours later during the event,
cut to a couple hours later, the same dude is like charging at us.
He basically storms them. She's standing in a group with Tom Sandoval and some other people, and he rushes their group, starts throwing flowers, throwing vases, throwing drinks, and that's when security gets involved, and then Sandoval also intervenes.
He's like throwing glasses or flowers or something as he's like charging, and security's running after him. He goes past Tom and I, and he, I think it's Kristen over there, Tom. He's like running towards me, and I back up, and then the security, he's chasing him. Then he grabs a glass of the wine and throws it and starts to pick up the chair, and that's when Tom ran after him and grabbed the chair.
So this makes sense. We were wondering what it had to do with Tom Sandoval, why he intervened, why nobody was going after him. But obviously Tom and Billie Lee are, like I said, ride or dies. Billie Lee is basically Tom's only confidant at this moment. And so, of course, he's going to defend her if something happens. She also discloses that no one knew who this guy was. He is not connected in any way, shape, or form to the rest of the cast. There was also some other video that came out of him kind of standing near the VIP section with Sheena and Lala, drinking out of the whiskey bottles with them. And while they're not interacting with him, they aren't really giving him the time of day. He's dancing, he's drinking, they're being nice about it, but they're definitely not conversating with him or talking with him. It doesn't seem like they're friends or that they even know who he is. So the story now is that this person was a random stranger who nobody knows how he got into the exclusive finale party, but he did, and maybe for some reason it was because he's obsessed with Billie Lee. I don't know. That is the story that we are being told right now. A lot of people think that Billie Lee is just thirsty for fame. The jury's still out for me. We haven't heard from her in a very long time. And while I don't like the fact that she is taking Tom Sandoval's side in all of this, she is going to be a big part of this upcoming season as a friend of Tom. So we'll see what she has to say, where her relationship stands with Ariana, and I'll make my judgment from there. We also got more footage of even more arguments and fights that went down during the finale filming, and one has to do with Ariana herself. So we reported that Ariana brought her man, Dan, to the finale party. This is the first time he has been seen on camera and the first time I think he is going to be face-to-face with Tom Sandoval. But there is footage of her in the VIP area with some of the group, and she is not looking happy.
Ariana's having an argument with the producer before she leaves. I say producer, it might be Jeremiah, the showrunner, but Brad, her best friend, is one in yellow. Daniel, her boyfriend, is in the middle in the black, and between them, we've got arms, we've got hands. Very confused Schwartz, trying to figure out what's going on. We got blonde Schwartz, we got blonde Brad, Lala heads over there. Now Ariana is about to leave with Brad and her boyfriend. She looks really upset. Watch how Daniel puts his hand on her shoulder. Like, she just does not look happy.
Now I have to wonder, does this have to do with Tom Sandoval? You know, we've heard a lot of rumors about possibly the other ladies in the cast not being too happy with Ariana or kind of being over the fact that, you know, she's getting so much attention from Sandoval, so many opportunities, and they're kind of over it at this point. If you notice, you know, some of the girls took a cast picture together, Katie, Lala, and Sheena, and noticeably absent is Ariana. However, they were seen hanging out together for a lot of the night, so I'm not sure this was the cause. I would bet it had something to do with Sandoval. I don't know if producers and maybe other cast members were trying to get her and Sandoval to speak or Dan and Sandoval to speak, because she has made it clear that she will not be filming with him one-on-one. She will not be speaking to him. They're in the same vicinity, but they are definitely not interacting. And I don't think it happened last night either. So then shortly after that, we see a clip of Sandoval and Lala and Sheena fighting.
Now we've got Sandoval, we've got hands, we've got yelling. So who he's yelling at is Lala and Sheena, who are across from him. Again, Schwartz is like, I don't want to be involved. And Lala is about to like go off.
And I wonder if this has something to do with Ariana leaving, because Tom seems very, very upset. He is coming at Lala and Sheena, and in true Lala form, she is fighting back. You even see Sandoval at one point almost like rub a tear away from under his eye, like he is crying.
And then watch at the end, we get his favorite, like, am I crying or am I not crying wipe. So I don't know what's going on there. Here it is. Here it comes.
And this is just crazy. What does Sandoval have to cry about? Oh my gosh, Sandoval. He is such a drama queen. And whatever it is, he is making it about himself, I'm sure, once again. And if it is about Ariana and Dan, why would Tom be so upset? Because we've seen photos of his alleged new girlfriend, T, who was also there that night. So if Ariana brought her man Dan, it's looking like Sandoval may have invited a date himself. This new girl, he's been spotted with her a few times. I think she was at SUR with him at one point. So I think it's safe to say that she and Sandoval have been hanging out. Whether they're dating or not, I don't know. But the fact that he would get so upset about something is very interesting. It's also interesting to note that Lala and Sheena were two of the cast members who we've heard that were making amends with Sandoval. You know, Sheena and him had a kind of spiritual awakening, for lack of a better term, in Lake Tahoe. They did this spiritual activity where Sheena said she ended up crying and they were partners together. And I think that this like helped them mend their fences. Lala has also said, you know, this has been an interesting season and she's maybe coming around and learning to forgive people that she never thought she would forgive. So I don't know. Is that all out the door at this point? It's possible that it might be, because they do not seem too happy with Sandoval. And while he's probably spent this whole season trying to get back in their good graces, it was only a matter of time until he dug himself back into a hole. Let's be real. So those are even more leaked updates from the finale of Vanderpump Rules that was filmed this last weekend. I'm sure we will be getting a lot more details to come as the season closes, as confessionals continue to be filmed, and as the cast kind of gets back to their real lives. You know, just because they're not filming does not mean the news is going to stop, because I think we're going to see a lot more from them. So make sure you stay tuned for all the updates and subscribe so you don't miss anything.